What's up guys, welcome back to yet another weekly respill. This week let's talk about Morgan Adams speaking out about Shane Dawson, Nikita Dragun being accused of copying an indie brand, TikTokers still partying, The Ellen Show getting into a lot of trouble, and Jaclyn Hill speaking out about her moldy lipsticks. Before we get into the tea, I just want to expose today's sponsor, Adam & Eve. Adam & Eve have given me a discount code for you guys to use. All you gotta do is do a little shopping and during checkout use code SPILL and you'll get 50% off of one item in your cart. They also have free shipping to the US and Canada, which I gotta say, seeing a company include Canada and free shipping is so nice for once. To make your shopping experience even better, whenever you shop with Adam & Eve, you get 24/7 customer support, 90-day hassle-free returns, and the best part is, 20% of their profit goes to fighting the spread of HIV and AIDS. As always, all the information will be down below, and let's get into the tea. Nikita recently announced that she'd be releasing a liquid lipstick. She's been posting about it on her Instagram and showing off the packaging and different colors it comes in. Trendmood on Instagram posted her lipsticks and the feedback wasn't too good. It seems like Nikita's decision to throw a party during a pandemic is having a negative effect on her because many people are stating they don't want to support her launch because of her carelessness. One person said, "The packaging is an absolute dream. However, not a fan of supporting Nikita after that party mid-pandemic. People can literally die as a result or chain reaction from going." Another said, "Organizing a party of 70 plus people with no mask in sight during a pandemic was not a good look. I don't expect much decency from her, but this was low, even for her. I'm not interested in her brand regardless." Although that's not the only drama to have come from her new release. A small indie brand is claiming that Nikita Dragun is copying their packaging. They tweeted, "It took us a year to get our hands on the perfect component, one that made us stand out and aligned with our vision. Although it's possible Nikita Dragun has never seen our products due to her platform, will look like the imitation. The packaging is very similar to each other and Opalescent did come out with it first. Although we've seen this time and time again, especially with makeup palette packaging. A lot of brands do take inspiration from other brands, but I do think there's a fine line between inspiration and downright copying. The question here is, did Nikita copy this indie brand's design, or was it simply inspiration?" Well, Nikita thinks it's neither. She actually responded to Opalescent Beauty and said, "I'm gonna have to disagree with you. The overall vibe is completely different. Never heard of your brand before today. Being a CEO of an indie brand myself, I understand there are many products in the industry that look the same due to stock packaging. Wish you the best in your business." For context, brands have the option to create a new component which takes a lot of time, money, and raises the price of the product, or choose from an already existing components the manufacturer has created. Then the brand customizes it in a way to make it different. Someone replied to Nikita and said, "Your brand isn't indie, Nikita. You have a massive platform and launched an influencer brand. There's a huge difference." Nikita didn't agree with that statement either, saying, "Indie brand by definition is independently owned. I own Dragun Beauty. I am the CEO of Dragun Beauty. I created Dragun Beauty. No big corporation is funding me, my team, my loyal dragons, and amazing products." This week, a vegan channel called Freely the Banana Girl uploaded a video to her second channel about Jaclyn Hill. The title of the video is "Why is Jaclyn Hill gaining so much weight?" Not only is that title a little rude and unnecessary, but it's honestly no one's business how much or how little weight someone has gained. The actual video doesn't get much better either. Right away, Freely makes jokes about Jaclyn's weight and pulls up recent pictures of her from Instagram saying things like, "What's happened to her?" in reference to her appearance. Freely also criticizes Jaclyn Hill for wearing a lot of makeup, and it's like, you do know you're talking about a makeup influencer, right? Freely reacts to one of Jaclyn's videos where she makes 8 of her favorite snacks. Since Freely is vegan and Jaclyn is not, Freely has a lot of criticism about the type of snacks that Jaclyn is consuming. The thing is, if she truly wanted to get her vegan message across, I feel like if she came from a different stance other than talking about someone's weight and appearance, maybe more people would be open to listening. I guarantee you, if Jaclyn ever came across this video and saw the thumbnail and title, there's no way she would click on that, which makes the video and any information Freely wanted to share useless. Speaking of Jaclyn Hill, she kinda opened up on Instagram about the lipstick situation that happened last year. As you guys know, Jaclyn released lipsticks a year ago, and like many of Jaclyn's launches, it didn't go too well. Fibers ended up being found inside the lipsticks, and some people even found these hard plastic balls. Jaclyn had to issue everyone a refund, and a lot of her fans were super disappointed since Jaclyn claimed that she worked on these for years. Jaclyn posted a picture this week to Instagram showing her beside her campaign photo for her lipsticks. The caption reads, "As most of you know, I've been through my fair share of failures and hardships, but I will continue to learn from my mistakes, accept my failures, and inspire women who need to be reminded that it's okay to struggle. It's okay to mess up. We are human beings. Whether it's financially, mentally, physically, we are amazing, and we can truly change the world if we come together with love and understanding. We are incredible, we are strong, we are determined, and we are worthy." Surprisingly, a lot of comments under her post are asking her to bring back the lipsticks one day. A lot of people under the post even claim they never had issues with theirs and still use them to this day. So I don't know, if Jaclyn did bring back the lipsticks, would you guys buy them? Or have you completely given up hope for Jaclyn Cosmetics? For the past month and a half, Shane Dawson has come under fire for his dark past on YouTube. Old videos of Shane have been dug up, and without going into too much detail, they're all shocking and gross. It seems like Shane's time on YouTube may be over because he's lost so much support from fans, and YouTube has even demonetized his entire channel. Ever since all this new information has come out about Shane, people have been looking towards Morgan Adams to see if she'd release a statement about the situation. As you know, Morgan is Ryland's sister, and Ryland is engaged to Shane. Morgan got her start on YouTube because of Shane Dawson, and he's been heavily involved in her content. She even moved out to LA and was living in his old office space for a bit. Since Morgan is so heavily involved with Shane, fans wanted to know her thoughts on everything that's happened and come out about him. The other day, Morgan posted a video called A Chat About Life. This has been her first video in over a month. In this video, Morgan finally breaks her silence about Shane Dawson. Morgan says Shane's old videos make her uncomfortable and she doesn't like watching them. Morgan admits it's a difficult situation for her because she's not looking at the situation as someone who's just been a viewer of Shane. She actually knows Shane, hangs out with him, and has lived with him. Morgan says the Shane she's known for the past 4 years is gracious, kind, understanding, and willing to help anyone. Morgan goes on to explain that there's a difference between saying that you've changed and grown from your past versus actually changing and becoming a good person. Since Morgan doesn't even recognize Shane in his old videos, she feels as though that means Shane has changed and become a better person since then. Morgan then goes on to use a metaphor that YouTubers open up a window in their house, and let their fans view a small portion of the world through that window. Since you're only viewing what happens through a small little window, you don't get the full story of what's going on or happening in their life. Although Morgan says the difference is she has the key to that house and can walk in and see the entire picture and know exactly what's going on. Overall, I think people are happy that she did at least acknowledge what's been going on with Shane. Shane is like family to her, so she's gonna have a different perspective on this whole situation. Also, because her channel did get a start from Shane, it must be scary for her to post videos and come back knowing some people directly associate her with Shane Dawson. Like I said, what Shane did is on him, and I think Morgan handled her statement maturely given her relationship with him. This year, Ellen has been exposed many times as not being as nice of a person as she portrays to be on her show. Earlier this year, a thread was created on Twitter from people who've worked with Ellen or attended her show, sharing their negative experiences with her. Even Nikita Dragun spoke out about Ellen on a Dutch talk show after flying to LA to be on her show after coming out as transgender. Nikki didn't really have anything nice to say about Ellen as a person. Apparently, Ellen never came over to say hello to Nikki before the show started, and she didn't feel very welcomed. Well, this week the Ellen Show has come under fire after BuzzFeed posted an article saying dozens of former Ellen Show employees say executive producers engaged in rampant sexual misconduct and harassment. In the article, BuzzFeed writes, BuzzFeed News spoke to 36 former employees, many of whom independently corroborated incidents of harassment, misconduct, and from top producers like Lehman. All of the ex-employees, many of whom had voluntarily left the show, asked to remain anonymous out of fear of retribution. Warner Brothers declined to comment on specific allegations, citing an ongoing internal investigation that was launched after an earlier BuzzFeed News report in which current and former employees said they faced sexism, fear, and intimidation at work. So yeah, this is absolutely huge and pretty shocking. When people tune into the Ellen Show, they watch it for a laugh and to get their mind off the day, so to hear something possibly very dark is happening behind the scenes is very scary. Ellen normally doesn't address any allegations against her or her show, but this time she actually did. She posted a statement saying, "On day one of our show, I told everyone in our first meeting that the Ellen Show would be a place of happiness. No one would ever raise their voice and everyone would be treated with respect. Obviously something changed and I am disappointed to learn that this has not been the case. I could not have the success I've had without all of your contributions. My name is on the show and everything we do. I take responsibility for that. Along with Warner Brothers, we immediately began an internal investigation and we are taking steps together to correct the issues. As we've grown, I have not been able to stay on top of everything and relied on others to do their jobs as they knew I'd want them done. Clearly some didn't. That will now change and I'm committed to ensuring this does not happen again." I know I keep talking about these idiots partying during a pandemic, but it just makes me so frustrated that some of these TikTokers aren't getting it, so I have to vent for 2 seconds. The other day, a party was thrown. This time, it was for Nessa Barrett's music video release. And I know all of their fans are gonna come under here and be like, "Oh, they all live together, let them have fun, they can do what they want." But no, they don't all live together. The people who attended were all from different houses. If one of them had the virus and didn't know it, the amount of people they could be spreading it to could cause an outbreak. I mean, if Taylor Swift can stay home and drink wine for her Folklore release and Rihanna can have a virtual party for her skincare, TikTokers can stay home too.